And Burnign has had such a road to finals, if I'm honest. I think the Molo has been a pivotal moment. If I looking back at sort of the wins in the previous seasons, it was always sort of hit or miss, going really far, then potentially sometimes not managing. And with Molo, it's just been going better and better and better until we finally qualified. I think there was the whole Burnign fan base really had a big cheer, and I think it was a big sigh of relief for Burnign to be here. So I think Burnign is going to show us an explosive matchup, which we are not soon to forget now.
It has to be said, Burnign actually has some international presence as well. Big Molo Labo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Led to the discovery of a lot of strange interactions at the bomb and assisted some of the other, NA players in a lot of their discoveries so far. Like, I think they're one of the players that's a driving force behind a lot of the development of the character.
I would also not be surprised if the developers of Rivals of Aether turned to him to Burnign as the keeper of all bugs for the character, because being a moth, it has a lot of bugs coming with it. But I think Burnign's quite fed up of some of them, but still pushing forwards with them and using them to the best of their advantage.
I can't say too much, but some of Burnign's clips have definitely been discussed in the beta Discord. Every now and then they send something and I look at it and go, oh no, this this really can't be right. And then it leads to, quite a bit of discussion. But hey, we've recently seen a patch introducing a number of new dynamics on the stages.
The final round.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many we've seen so far over the course of the stream.
I don't think we're seeing them, because I think we're playing on previous patch for this tournament just to keep it safe and fair. But
okay.
they've been quite interesting. And some people with lower end specs sometimes have frame drops, which you really don't want in an event like this. We're all here to spectate the players showing their best side, and that's really not what we're aiming for.
For sure. I think a hotfix released overnight, but again, you don't have enough time to test these things.
No.
All right,
you don't
I'll
want to risk it.
Take some time, my own time, to check those out.
No, the replays are all trickling in.
So I think about the patch notes. I'm probably a little bit behind on some of the frame data and patch note stuff myself.
That's all right.
I think we all have projects going on in the background, and not all of them getting the attention they need. Maybe it's a good time to talk about one of your current projects, Darkblood. I mean, you're doing some stuff that might be pretty exciting for the scene to know about.
Yeah, indeed. I am trying my best. It's just been a personal thing that I've been waiting to do a bit of data analysis and learn how to make some analytics dashboards that I've made just for Roacs so far. The first iteration is an interactive dashboard where you can see all the stats of different players and compare their head-to-head matchups. And I produce a couple of tools so that we can actually extract information from replays, and once they're sort of a little bit more streamlined, I just want to release it to the greater Rivals community, and hopefully everybody could just contribute data and we can all have a test field and look through our own stats someday.
Really cool to see that come into the community. I think that'll be good going forward. I mean, we've got more tournaments to look forward to. I mean, finals today, but I know Rendered's got some plans to maybe talk about pretty soon. Hopefully to hear from him.
Yeah.
But let's
we're ready to go.
Bit.
Yep.
It really does make me laugh seeing Burnign just charging straight away.
The thing is that Burnign is known for doing all these crazy setups with the bombs, but Molo can scrap really effectively, and Burnign is not shy to pull it out sometimes, and it can catch people off guard.
I think the character is pretty uneven in terms of some of its strengths. I don't know if that's controversial to sort of say, but I know that Burnign uses tools like the down tilt, the back air, the forward air extremely well, and it is like that scrappy style that you're talking about. I mean, Yberrie is their Ori. I think probably a little more even in terms of strength.
Oh my goodness,
it's
just
really going to be
finishable.
How they contest against the barrage projectiles that Burnign will throw at you.
Bashing them away.
We have seen that, not pay off for Burnign sometimes. I made a joke during their last set that they come into every game looking to take 5 stocks. It doesn't matter if it's 3 of their opponents or 3 of their own.
Yeah, if you have all the stocks, nobody can say whether the other player was actually better than you.
Exactly. You don't need to play to win, you just need to play not to lose.
Or you play to make a little show reel for yourself, which is definitely what's happened on some of the games. The thing is that I want to see what actually happens as the set goes on with all the bashes that Yberrie is showing us that they're capable of actually performing on the bombs. Because that's something that not every other rival can do against a Molo.
For sure. I mean, part of the concern is that as Ori, you're a light character, and Molo has some pretty heavy-hitting moves, so if Yberrie is able to navigate around that and get some of these strings that they're finding right now, it could be a pretty close set. But yeah, Burnign.
And those big area strongs are also quite a fearsome tool to use, especially if a Ori is recovering.
Surprise little trade there is even things up, and Yberrie has Burnign a pretty reasonable percent, but go up stage like that, it's gonna be tough. Things like the forward tilt, that's got such high base knockback that it really just sends Ori off stage immediately.
Indeed.
But I mean, Molo's a light character as well. I mean, we've spoken about how light Ori is, but it definitely can go the other way too. I think a straight hit from Ori here is enough to push Molo right off stage to the last out. Right like that.
Bit of bad DI, and we're out.
Of course, but if you have to factor those things in. If that's all it takes to end the game, then that's it.
Well, now it seems that we're going for game 2 to Yberrie's favorite, not banned, surprisingly, Frozen Fortress.
Is this a stage that Yberrie's known for?
Yeah, so my understanding is that Yberrie will always pick the stage if it's available, and and often does really well. Slightly. It's surprising that both coach either allowed it or just, forgot about it, and Burnign doing the same here. It's hard to tell what the players were thinking, but yes, very much often spoken about how it's a guaranteed
Yberrie game. Alright.
Yeah.
I'll have to see how they sort of play it. The way the platforms sort of work out, you can sort of circle camp a little bit, or depending on the matchup, you play to the lower areas, but I'm not sure how it plays out against Molo. Those bombs occupy a lot of space in your brain. Oh my goodness.
Or on your stock count, I must say. I do find that sometimes... Yeah.
Go on.
I was going to say, they both have a little bit of a switcheroo style. Obviously, Molo being much more prevalent with the amount of projectiles they can put on at the same time. And it's almost like you're looking at the bomb, but you're not seeing me punch you. Or sometimes I'm coming for you and you forget about the bomb. And it's almost like you need a second brain just to deal with that barrage.
It really appeals to the Crag brain. But what I'm carrying here, those sort of setups, it's really unique seeing how Molo can sort of get those bombs around. It's really exciting to see a really strong Molo player coming from New Zealand.
Indeed. And it seems that Yberrie is sort of using the projectile sometimes to just get back, but one projectile doesn't forego another coming out straight at you just after that, so good parrying by Burnign of the sign charge, which is often a really important tool for Ori.
Burnign is just dancing around the stage right now, just throwing out bombs.
Which is usually what Yberrie would be doing. Like, Yberrie just dances from left to right in mere split seconds. But, yeah, as you said, the big areas taken up by the bombs don't allow that. Oh, good.
Side just
return. These are all interactions I have never seen yet. So...
really liking the little DI mix-ups that Burning's got going on there. Popping them up with the Nair there. And couldn't quite get the read on the platform, but... even when they're off stage like this, I just love seeing the little tricks that Burning's got at their disposal. With parry coming out.
But sometimes Burnign has traded, in some matches against me, has traded so much percent just to, you know, space out the return from ledge. Ooh. I thought the DI was good there, but yeah, can stay off stage for quite a long time, Amolo, if they choose to, with all the bombs they can reset themselves with.
I have to wonder how much matchup experience has come into play here with some of the DI on these options that we're seeing. It's really tough coming to a tournament if you're not really familiar with these things. I know Molo is a more recent character.
I certainly remember
dramatically improved over just the past 6 months in particular. I would say they've always strong rep for the character.
As an Olympia player, I had so many people asking me how to DI up special, and I genuinely just shrugged because I wasn't sure at the time.
My understanding why Yberrie is coming from the Christchurch community. I'm not sure how long they've been a mainstay there. I think they formally had appearances in the Wellington scene, but interesting to see them performing online. I haven't really seen them in a lot of brackets before.
Well, we have a game 3. Yeah, Triple Pond.
Yeah, it's interesting, these platform layouts. You have to really think that Yberrie would be enjoying having these range of platforms to their advantage here.
My experience against the Molo is that enjoyment somehow gets traded for danger here.
It's almost sadistic.
Yeah. I don't know. That's possibly how I feel against the Molo. Maybe I just haven't had the opportunity to really work it out because I guess, there's only one prominent Molo player and I can't catch them every time they're online. But yeah, it's just... the ledge is danger, off ledge is danger, where you are is danger, where you might be is, and so forth.
But Ori has consistent movement, not just in the air, but on the ground as well. I mean, that...
Yep.
Ooh. Aerial momentum is one of the big strengths of the character. With Burnign, you really think that Molo has to sort of play to the air sometimes, and the ground movement, it's not as strong. So it really does need that wall of bombs to sort of make it work. And that forward air in particular, Burnign uses to their advantage quite a bit to sort of chase the opponent. Ooh, that's a really good trade there for Burnign. Could have gone the other way.
Yeah. Just denied it before it actually came out.
I mean, Yberrie could have been up a 2-stock lead here, but now Burnign evening up just a little bit. Oh my goodness.
But that parry.
Very clever coming from Yberrie.
Yeah.
Just need that little bit of composure, that's all it takes.
Indeed, and that's the thing that people need to always remember versus a Molo, is that you need to take that time to prepare for parries, because they are vital in surviving the matchup.
I mean, with the way that Burnign plays, it's hard to find a moment to breathe. If you can find that composure, it makes a huge difference, though.
Not quite enough to kill. I swear, I just never know where the finisher bomb is going to go sometimes. Those parries on the ledge, though, that's a key place where Burnign always sort of recovers through, and those parries are actually helping rack up the damage for Yberrie.
I'm really impressed with the options that we're seeing Yberrie use here. It's definitely a lot of that composure that we've been talking about.
This is still from the...
Here's the fish.
Yeah. That was... my understanding is that was like the April Fool's fish.
No, the Aether stage variant of Triple Pond has always had the fish.
No, but it came out on this version from the April update.
Oh, yeah,
I've never noticed it before that.
Yeah, for some time now. It's the most recent updates out of a few of those.
Yeah.
Good to see another game going Yberrie's way.
Burnign
was on the back foot
pulling
for a lot
ahead.
of that game. It's
yeah.
It's interesting to see Yberrie pull ahead like this.
It really seems like those key parries at the right moments are coming in hot for Yberrie and snuffing out the game plan for Burnign, which wasn't the case at the beginning of this set because it was all just down to surviving the pure mayhem. And now Yberrie putting in their work to add their own mayhem. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, Burnign's looking like he's trying to play his game here, but Yberrie is just not having it. They're shutting it down. And I'm really interested to see the Air Armada pick as well. I have to think that crossing from one plat to the other has to be difficult for the Molo if the bombs are getting shut down the way the Yberrie's doing it.
Especially, yeah, because you just get with a really long pratfall basically if you get parried with them. That's not what you want. Give them plenty of time to approach with the Ori speed, and then just punish you as hard as possible.
Nice to see the little simple setup there, and even parrying the bomb for good measure.
Yeah. Sometimes it is satisfying to just return the bombs to sender, if you can, or just push them slowly back towards what they've brought on stage, the monstrosity. But a parry return for the sign charge. Goodness me, the parries are just on point here for Yberrie. But Burnign, definitely not. We're not seeing the last of Burnign yet. Just slowly pushing forwards.
One thing I'm hoping we've seen the last of are these down special bats. I've seen Burnign go for them quite a bit in this bracket so far, and I can't say I've seen one land to great effect. It's just the startup is really killing him in some of these matchups so far. You know, definitely didn't pay off there. Yberrie was able to get an opening and eventually the stock going their way.
This might be a time where you sort of forego the bombs as the primary sort of engagement or spacing tool and just go scrappy and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's definitely not the way that Burnign's been using them. I mean, when we say bombs, there are lots of different bombs at your disposal.
Oh yeah.
Burnign is definitely someone who prefers to go for the the death bomb,
the finisher.
The finisher.
Indeed. I wonder what.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! The play came through. Didn't even manage to finish the sentence there.
Here's what I was saying about that forward tilt. The base knockback is so high that you get launched off stage, and when you have a Molo willing to go deep like that with the forward air, like Burnign just did, you can get a stock like that. It is absolutely insane.
My goodness, Burnign really, really fighting to stay in there and catching everyone off guard.
I mean, yeah, that could have been their tournament game. I mean, coming into Game 5 now, we're going back to Air Armada for the run back, but this is the last game we're going to see from one of these players.
Exactly, and the question is, will we see another forward air? Just to finish it off.
You don't want to have to be going deep like that every stock, but if you can pull it out in surprising moments like that, that is how you win sets. See, a game with the down special, I'm not liking it. It's putting Burnign at a disadvantage in these situations where they should be getting an edge guard, or at least threatening the recovery in some way.
And it's just not sort of big enough as an area to sort of vouch for the start time that you're actually committing to.
And might see some different options come out, and really hope so, because Burnign does not have a lot of time to adapt here. It's Game 5 after all, and 140% there, already in Struggle City. I think Burnign's just really determined to make the down special work now that I've made some comments.
Yeah. I mean, going even deeper now for it.
Oh my goodness. I'll eat my words if he does it.
That was like the roll forward strong race there, or chicken.
Hey, stocks are gonna go that way sometimes. Oh,
yeah.
Dear.
Okay. Well, we're still pretty even right now. Nobody's letting off. It seems both of them kind of know when to expect a projectile to come out and can just sit back and parry it. But
I mean, even not just the parries, the way that Yberrie has been using Sign over the course of this set to sort of deflect the bombs or at least
interrupt the recovery as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not sure if this is a matchup that Yberrie was familiar with, but it looks like they know what they're doing. They have a game plan. Ooh, just getting nicked there by the up circle. Ooh.
Oh my goodness! The finisher bomb was just there waiting.
I thought we were going to see it go up earlier with the up strong, but really amazing setup from Burnign. I mean, that could be the difference for the game right here and the set. Yberrie needs to return the favor, 108% on the Molo, and oh my goodness, that is not helping.
Oh no, the Air Armada! The Air Armada came in clutch. Just enough, not having the jump to recover. Burnign, as we said, an explosive finish.
That is the only word for it, explosive.
Yeah, I mean, that's Molo through and through, I'd say.
But what an amazing performance from Yberrie. I'm really impressed seeing their Ori here for the first time I'm sort of commentating a tournament for them.
Indeed. And then, as you said, you know, that forward air can be the tournament finishing move, and it was. It really was for that one.
I can back to some of those, you know, like the purple screen. I think NA Scene had called the... What is it? If you kill someone and they can't recover, it should do like a red screen effect instead. So it's like a...
Oh, right, yeah.